Okay, so the first test will be on shutdown speeds. So we can see how long it takes for the iPhone 5 to power off. And for me to power off, I'm going to have to bring it to the power off slide option. So I'm going to try to do this at exactly the same time. So let me get a good grip. Okay, so 3, 2, 1. And I don't know if you can tell, but there is a spinning wheel. And I'm going to pause it the second the spinning wheel goes away. Okay, so that's completely off now. That took 15 seconds. So now we're going to try to do the same thing with the Samsung Galaxy S3. Okay, so now we have the Samsung Galaxy S3 and we're going to do the same thing. Just going to shut it down and see how long it takes. So you hold down this option, hit power off. Okay, so 3, 2. Now it's shut down. So that was 28, I think it did a bit late, so that was about 28, 27 seconds. So quite close, just a little bit slower than the iPhone 5. So now I'm back with the iPhone. We're going to start it up and see how long it takes. So do the same thing, 3, 2, 1. So the second, okay, there you go. So that was 25 seconds and the phone is fully operational, so I can go into music. So everything's ready to use, no lag, nothing's still loading, that's all ready to use. So now we'll do the same thing with the Samsung Galaxy S3. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and boot up the Samsung Galaxy S3 and we're going to see how long it takes for it to boot up. So let's try this out. So okay, so that's ready to use. However, there is a tiny bit of lag for some of the widgets to open up. But see, as you can see, the clock keeps coming and going away, but that should only last a couple of seconds. The phone does seem ready to use, just there's a tiny bit lag there with the clock. So that's not too bad. So we'll do another test next. Okay, so now we're going to do shutter speed. So that's basically trying to see how many pictures you can take, so how long it takes for you to take a picture and another picture straight afterwards. So let's see how quick the iPhone 5 is. So with the iPhone 5, I can literally take them instantly. So I've taken a ridiculous amount, I've said about 40, 50 pictures. And if you look at my camera roll, it's literally all the pictures I just took. So you can slide through all the pictures. So that was very, very quick. So let's try that again. See how many you can get in 2 seconds. So 1, 2. I'd say I got about 6 pictures then, 5, 6 pictures. So that's very, very quick. And we're going to go ahead and do the same right now with the Samsung Galaxy S3. So let's go ahead and try this out. So with the Samsung, when you see the white kind of lining around the picture option, that's when it takes a picture. So let's see how long the iPhone takes. The Samsung is very, very quick, but I would say the iPhone 5 is slightly quicker, and there is quite a bit of lag when you're trying to go through. No, there isn't, but just if you look at the pictures when they first come out, they're not in full res, but then they come into full resolution. Both are very quick, but I'd say the iPhone 5 was slightly quicker. So let's try that one more time quick. So you can see it takes it in like bursts, so 2 come out really quick, but then you've got to wait for the next 2. Whereas with the iPhone 5, it was pretty much instant. So that's that. Okay, now we're going to do a quick web search. So we're going to go to the Admin Charles World website and we're going to see how long it takes for it to load up. Both phones are going to be on the same Wi-Fi network, so the speed should just depend on the phone. So that took some time, but it is fully loaded up now and everything is fully functional, so I could go ahead and tap on that image, it would open up. I can just scroll through all this text here, and with ease, there's nothing really in the way. It's all working pretty well at the home page, so that was pretty good. Now we're going to go ahead and try out the Samsung Galaxy S3. So let's go. and that was actually quicker than the iPhone 5. Everything started up very well, just there is a tiny bit of lag when going through the text, but now that seems to have gone, so it's quite quick. Okay, so my last test, I'm going to quickly test out Siri for the iPhone 5 and S Voice on the Samsung Galaxy S3, and we're going to see how long it takes for me to get a response and trying to see what kind of answers they give me in that time. So first of all, we're going to do the iPhone 5, so let's try this out. What time is it in New York?
In New York City, New York, the United States, it's 15:29.
So that was an almost instant response. It said that was about 2 seconds, and it's given me a little widget, told me the city, the state, the country, as well as the time with this little widget up here, which is actually live, so it changes as the time changes. So that's very nice. And that was about 2 seconds, and it gave a pretty good answer. So now we're going to go ahead and try out S Voice on the Samsung Galaxy S3. We're going to do the same question. Okay. What time is it in New York?
p.m. EST, Wednesday, February 27th, 2013.
Okay, so that was the Samsung Galaxy S3, and that was a little bit slower. It was about 4 seconds, I would say, and it gave me the time, the day, the month, and the date and the year. So good answer, but it was a little bit slower than the iPhone 5. Both phones are on the same network, so it's just up to the phone now. So it was a tiny bit slower, but for most people that won't really affect them. I mean, the 1 second isn't really going to kill anyone. But both phones are great phones. In this video, I just went through some of the basic features that people use on use every day. But both phones are very good, very quick. Obviously, the Samsung has a bigger display, so it just depends on what kind of phone you're into. So if you like Android and you like the big screen and you like customizing things, I'd say go for the Samsung. But if you like iOS, and if you've just been with iOS for ages, you're familiar with it, I would say go for the iPhone 5, because it's just, for me personally, the build quality feels nicer, fits in my hand nicer. With the Samsung, I have to stretch my thumb quite a bit, and just for me personally, I'd go for the iPhone 5. But they're both great phones. It just depends on what you're going to be using the phone for and what kind of person you are. So that was my kind of Samsung versus iPhone. These are the basic things. I will be doing a full review of the Samsung very soon, maybe later on today or tomorrow even, so that should be good. And I'll be doing loads more videos like I did before. I haven't been making them recently because I've been really busy, but they're going to be back like they were before. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Leave a comment down below, comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.